sometimes like your standards aren't high enough.
I'll sit in the lab and show me something. Keep it soft until nobody in your city smoke exotics. Spin it slow, yeah. And you know what I want, yeah.
Guess who's back? Back again. Yunnierose back. What? Tell a friend. Hit what? Hit subscribe. Hit subscribe. Hit subscribe. Hit subscribe. Hey Rosettes, it's Yunnierose and welcome bigly back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing a chit chat. Get ready with me. So definitely more of a girl talk. Get ready with me. All of these topics are like about dating, about healing, and it's just like a more like girl talky topics. So let's go ahead and get started. So I will leave all the links to the makeup down below. If you guys want me to do like an updated, like detailed, like everyday makeup tutorial or my updated like makeup routine, leave a comment down below and let me know, because I don't know, y'all always like, y'all see my makeup in like vlogs, and some people see my makeup on like Instagram, and they always, you guys like sometimes mention it, but I don't know if you actually like want a detailed video. So let me know down in the comments. Give this video a thumbs up to let me know, and yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So I'm gonna do my I need a mirror. I'm gonna switch it up today. I'm gonna do my brows and my eyes and then do my base, so I don't make this video too long. So we're gonna go ahead and start off with our brows. So okay, the first topic that I want to talk about, hold on, because I need to get a mirror, like a good mirror in here, but maybe next time. All right, so yeah, the first topic that I want to talk about is the Will Smith and Chris Rock situation. Y'all, it literally happened. What's today? I feel like it literally happened. Did that happen yesterday? Dang, did it happen yesterday? I think, if I'm not mistaken, it happened yesterday. And I was just like everybody else on the internet. Ciao. I was shook. Okay, I was shook. However, like me and Raina like really talked about it. So my friend Raina, she actually has Will Smith autobiography. I believe it's autobiography, the book that he came out with. So she was telling me a little bit about his background and how he's had a hard time like taking up for himself and for other people in his life, because when he was little, he watched his mom be physically abused by his dad. And as a child, you know, sometimes you don't know if you want to choose a side. But even when it comes to choosing a side, it's just like, damn, you don't want to intervene, and then you get some of the physical abuse. So as a child, I can see how that's a very hard mental thing to grow up with, to the point where you don't even allow yourself, or you may be afraid to allow yourself to like take up for yourself and take up for other people. So she was saying how although he did physically assault someone on national television and at the dang on Oscars, she was saying how she was proud of him, because she can tell that probably took a lot out of him, and for him to like, you know, take up for his wife. And just, here's my thing. So I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of background about my previous relationship. So that was something really important for me. In my previous relationship, my ex never stood up for me. When it came to like, it was even a situation where one of his friends, I won't say he like hit me, but he did something physically to me that was uncomfortable for me. And I told him, and he literally said nothing about it. He didn't do anything about it. So without telling his business, it was some things that happened in his childhood that I feel like allowed him to be a little more passive when it came to that situation. But even with that, like as a woman, like I feel like it's such a big deal, like, to know that your spouse, like, not even spouse, any man, because y'all, don't get me wrong, like, I'm from, I wasn't like raised in the hood, but my family, like, I'm from that environment. That environment is a part of me. So even when it comes to me, like my dad, my cousins, my uncles, like, I know they finna step behind me. So it's just like, as a woman, especially like from where I come from in my childhood, no, like, I want to see that in a man. Like, I want to, and don't get me wrong, like, it doesn't have to be a physical assault. I mean, but in, I don't know, sometimes you, for the people that feel like he should never slap that man, I get it. Like, I get that it's like, dang, you doing this in front of the whatever. But it's like, I feel like sometimes black people, we be too concerned about how white people look at us or how other cultures look at us that we hurt each other. Like, I don't understand that. Like, to me, he should have never said the joke. The joke was in bad taste. It just was not. It's the brow. Bitch, it's the brow for me. But I can understand how some people feel like it was in bad taste that he did that at the Oscars in front of all those rich people. But my thing is, at the end of the day, this is what I feel like some married men don't understand. And if you're not married, I feel like you definitely don't understand. When you're married, your spouse supposed to come first. Like, it should not matter nothing. I'm pretty sure Will calibrated in his head. He did the math. The math was mathing, and he was willing to take the consequences and the repercussions behind making sure his wife felt safe in that moment and making sure his wife knew that he had her back. Like, I'm sorry, but I've never been a huge like, oh, Will and Jada relationship goals, whatever. But that right there, love to see it. I love to see it. Because I feel like a lot of times, like, and y'all know social media, it's a lot of times where black women are abused, black women are sexualized, black women are just abused mentally, physically, emotionally, whatever. And it's like, typically, we don't have people to stand up for us. Like, even in my case, like, it wasn't anything like physical, but it's like sometimes people feel like, oh, black women are so strong that, one, we shouldn't talk about stuff, or two, that we should be able to handle our own. And it's like, dang, like, we deserve to have men in our lives that provide protection, you know? Like, I feel like sometimes men focus way more on providing financially than they do like providing security and providing safety and providing like a space of comfort. Like, I'm sorry, like, when you have the feeling that you're with somebody that's going to like recognize how you feel, because I know a lot of people are saying, well, they both laughed and da-da-da-da-da. Girl, I laughed too until I kind of took a second to realize like what he said. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Hold on, wait a minute. So, and then especially when he saw that his wife was uncomfortable, like, whatever. I mean, I do understand that he could have talked to Chris after the whole situation and he could have like just handled it better, because whatever. But I'm sorry. He said what he said. Keep his wife's name out your mouth. Hold on, y'all. I'm putting on a little eyeshadow primer. You need to have some type of, what's the word? Professionalism, I guess. But I don't know. I'm the type of person, maybe I just don't understand. Maybe I will never understand. But I just feel like, no, like, if I don't care. Because I'm telling you, since I really been through it, like, I've been with somebody that was so overly concerned. They were concerned about how people at work viewed them versus how I viewed them and how comfortable I was with them. Like, work was just way more important. And don't get me wrong, like, make your money. Do what you got to do to make your money. But understand what's important. Like, you can always get another job. You can always get another job. Like, money is something that you can always get. Like, nobody in this world can stop you from making money. Like, you can literally always get a job. You can literally always find something to make money. But when it comes to your family, when it comes to your wife, when it comes to your relationships, that's something that I feel like people should value. Some people don't. And guess what? That's their business and not mine. But I am the type of person, I'm always going to respect someone that understands loyalty and someone that understands that, like, this money shit, money, success, all of that, it can come. It's not gonna, you shouldn't allow that to stop you from building good relationships, you know? So that's that. So the next topic I wanted to talk about is dating apps. So recently, y'all know that I am single, so I kind of, you know, been back in the dating world, and it's been interesting. If you guys watch my vlogs, you know, like, some things that I have run into, like, when it comes to dating apps. But I will say this. I recently decided I don't want to do dating apps because I notice a lot of men, one, think I'm fake. I guess for my pictures, how I look, they think I'm fake. And then even if they do think I'm fake and they match with me, I feel like it literally gives them this, like, weird confidence, like, dang, like, I pulled her, or I matched with her, like, oh snap, like, let me do this or let me do that. And sometimes it's with good intent, but sometimes it's like with what's the word? Sometimes I feel like it's with, like, classism intent. It, like, they want me for their image, or when they see me, it's like, oh, she will be somebody I could brag about or whatever. And recently, y'all know, I'm just not for that. Like, I do not want, oh, okay, don't get me wrong. Of course, I want my man to show me off, and I want my man to, like, I want him to be with the shits, you know? I want him to, like, you know, I want him to be like, this my woman, and it is what it is, you know? But I also don't want a man that's, like, overly, like fetishizing me. And then people be thinking I got a problem too. Like, this one guy was like, he was like, because I told him that, like, because he was asking, of course, like, about my recent, like, relationship or whatever. And I told him how, you know, I was married, but I got divorced, boom, boom. I don't really tell people too much because I just don't want to relive the situation. And then too, I just don't want to talk about it. So he was like, oh, I knew it. It had to be a reason to why you was on here. And I'm like, wait, what? Like, I can't just be on here, like, trying to find love. Like, it has to be, like, a problem with me because I look a certain way. And I guess some men feel like most, like, pretty or attractive women, like, are already, like, taken. So I also had to realize, like, even with those men telling me that, I had to realize how much of a fucking prize I am. And I feel like once I kind of, like, I kind of already knew it, but, like, when people tell you, especially men, like, when they make it so obvious that, like, you're a rare breed and, like, they never came across a woman like this type ish, I'd be like, okay. I feel like it really, hold on, I really want to wear, like, one of these Pat McGrath colors. All right, I'm gonna just apply this with my finger. This is a Pat McGrath palette. I'm gonna apply this little pretty color because I haven't really done color in a while, and I just really want something cute. Oh, I never used this palette for real. Oh, look how pretty, y'all. That is so pretty. Another thing too is it just don't sit well with my spirit. swiping left and right on people. Like I was telling my friend Raina, I was like, Raina, like I don't think I could do this. I feel like it made me more like shallow than I actually am. Like, don't get me wrong, like I want somebody that looks good to me and someone that I'm attracted to, but it just don't sit well with me. Like, so you telling me people just sitting up like, oh, you look cute, boom. Oh, you look cute, boom. And I'm pretty sure people don't even read the bios, because I know I don't be reading nobody's bio. I do not be reading nobody. Hold on, let me put a little bit of... It doesn't sit well to me to like swipe left and right on somebody, because I feel like it just makes it like this like microwave. Y'all know how they say the microwave society, when it's like, oh, you can get something better, or you can get something better, or you want things quick, fast, in a hurry, and then it makes you feel like, oh, like maybe I can find somebody to look better, maybe I can find, like I feel like that it just fucks with me personally. It fucks with my psyche, and I'm just like, yeah, like I don't want to do that, because I don't want guys doing that to me. Like I don't want like guys just see that I'm pretty and just want me. Like I want them to like, of course I know, especially with men, like attraction kind of means a lot, so I get it, but I just don't want to be a part of that. I do not want to be lusted after. I do not want men to like be like, oh my god, I got her, like let me put on this act and put on this front to like get her. Like because y'all already know, if you watch me, you already know I do not give a fuck about first impressions. Even when it comes to friends, like I'm not finna, like say I meet somebody on Instagram, it's a girl or whatever, and we go to brunch. I am not finna be up there acting like, oh my god, hi, how are you? Like I'm not finna, and I know a lot of girls that do that. I know a lot of people that do that. Like I'm not with it. So I don't want to be on a dating app and people just see these pictures of me and they have this like idea of who they think I am, or they have an idea of who they want me to be. Or some people just have this idea of I'm someone that I'm not. Like literally that last date I went on, he really was acting like I was damn Beyonce. Like he was acting like I was so famous, I was a celebrity. Like, and I don't like that. Like I like normalcy. I do not like to feel like I'm a celebrity. I don't want people to boost my head up like I'm a celebrity. I don't know. I have literally had arguments with people about that before. Like, I don't like that. Like, I like to be normal. Okay? I like to be normal. So, let me be normal. And yeah, so I can't do the dating apps. I just can't. And I just feel like, I'm sorry, I feel like for men to be on dating apps is worse, because I feel like men are already like, so they're already physically motivated. So it's just like, what are y'all really on there for? And I notice a lot of guys are on there to find someone that looks good to just have sex with. And I feel like I ran into that a lot, and I'm like, yeah, no. So it's just like, if that's what that is given to most people, then unless I meet somebody on Instagram or just in person, I would rather meet somebody in person. Like, I just would rather. So, yeah, dating apps, it's a no-no. The next thing I want to talk about is nonchalant men. I see people talking about this all the time on TikTok, and it's this guy that I follow. And if you're an avid TikToker and you be on TikTok, I'm pretty sure y'all know who I'm talking about. So it's this guy that has a page that is, his TikTok is only like, his niche is educating women on like what men really think, why men do certain things, and how you should like basically like his goal is to put women up on game. And a lot of women, I noticed, and don't get me wrong, I used to be like this myself. Like, I feel like a lot of women, like, we get these nonchalant men, and some people think it's cute. Like, I used to think it's cute. I used to, like, I'm not gonna lie, I used to think it was cute. But now this shit is annoying. Like, it's like, boy, it's giving grow up. Because I'm sorry. And I know this. Don't get me wrong. I know some very nonchalant people. I've met very nonchalant people. But guess what? Those nonchalant people, they always got time. And they always going to be attentive. And they going to communicate. And they're going to do whatever they feel is necessary for them to do to get whatever they want. Right? So, lately, I don't believe in a nonchalant man. I do not believe in a nonchalant man genuinely liking you, but he's just nonchalant and he just be chilling. No, because I don't care if a man is nonchalant or not. If he wants you, he will make it known. I'm telling y'all, like, I know nonchalant men that if they want you and if they are like really trying to be with you, they will make it known. Nobody is that nonchalant to where they're finna be acting like they don't like you. And even if they are, like, I was thinking to myself, even if this man is nonchalant, or even if he don't know how to really express himself and he really like you, like, he's still gonna show it in some way. Like, I don't know what made us, and I'm gonna say us because, girl, I was right up there with you. I don't know what made us get to the point where we just accept the bare minimum from men. But I don't get it, and I just cannot do it no more. Because that nonchalant stuff, especially for me, it causes me too much anxiety. Like, I'm sorry. I cannot be with someone that brings more anxiety in my place because I'm questioning and overthinking how you truly feel, when either you're just playing hard to get, or you really don't like me, but you don't want to tell me, or you just chilling because you want to keep me in your life just to have access to me, but you want to act like you're nonchalant so I don't expect nothing out of you. No. It's a no for me, dog. Like, no. Y'all, let me put my lashes on. Let me clear my throat. This pump really just like pinched my skin. Like, how dare you? The audacity. But yeah, like, when it comes to standards, you have to stick to your standards as much as you can. And let me tell you why. Because I noticed, think about your standards as energy, right? If you don't stay true to like what you want, then you will keep attracting what you don't want. But I noticed when you start like having standards, when you start cutting men off, when you start cutting off access to people that aren't meeting you halfway, or that just aren't providing you what you need when it comes to relationships, like men, and when it comes to dating, then you will keep attracting those type of men. Because it's almost like you're saying to the universe and you're saying to God, like, shit, I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this behavior, even though that's not what I want. Like, he doing this or he doing that, or, I don't want to be too picky. Y'all, you cannot have a scarcity mindset when it comes to dating. Like, when it comes to dating, you have to be fully prepared. When it comes to dating, you have to be fully prepared to cut somebody off as soon as you realize that they aren't meeting the expectations and the standards that you have created. Like I was saying, I don't know if y'all have seen this meme, but it's a meme to where like this little girl is holding, if I remember, it's like a picture. This little girl is holding a bear, and it's like she doesn't want to give it up, but then it's like God is in front of her and he has a bigger bear behind his back, that's what you want, okay? You want to always keep in mind that even the standards that you have for yourself that you may think like is a lot or too much, or people have told you that, always remember that God, he has bigger standards than you. He has greater standards than you. So it's like anything that you can think of that may be like a little intense, or you feel like nobody will ever, whatever, just remember God has something bigger and better. Because it's kind of like, oh, you know what? It's a situation. I got a good example. So what is her name? I forgot her name, but the Asian, I think she's Asian. Please do not come for me if she's not. But yeah, so the Asian girl, Jeannie, I think her name is Jeannie or something like that. The lady that's on the reel that is married to Jeezy. So she was married before. If you don't know, she was married, and she got a divorce because he wanted a child and she wasn't really ready for that or whatever. But long story short, she was saying that when she got to Jeezy, I'm gonna just tell y'all the story. She was saying that when she got with Jeezy, it was certain standards that she realized that she didn't really think about, that he kind of showed her. So it was a situation where she went to see him and he had a show, but she had to leave. So she had to go to the airport. So in her eyes, it's like, oh, well, I'll just get a ride to the airport so you can go handle your business, right? And he kind of was like, no, what are you talking about? I'm going to take you to the airport. Why wouldn't I take you to the airport? And she was crying. And she said that in that moment, she realized that she didn't even have the highest standards for herself, that it took him showing her what she should expect or what should be normalized, because she was so used to things her ex did, and she knew, of course, she had different standards, and of course she wanted different things when it came to her being with somebody, and she learned from her previous marriage. It's just a prime example to sometimes your standards aren't high enough. Sometimes what you want is almost like a slap in God's face, because it's dang, that's it, that's all you okay with? That's all. And with me, I had to realize the same thing. Some things some things we just aren't used to, because the bare minimum has been chat. Y'all, my beauty blender done bounced to $10 too. All right, so so I pretty much brought that up just to explain how you have to make the conscious decision to have your standards, whatever your standards may be, and to stick by them no matter what. Even if, because I feel as women, sometimes we get caught up in the oh, well, he has 80%. He has all these other things, but not the main things. And don't get me wrong, y'all, I got a whole list of things that I want in a man, my little manifestation man list that I wrote out for myself. So I am always very sure of what I want. And I know that typically 9 times out of 10, I probably won't find a man that has every little thing on that list, but I feel this man, whoever it is, will have 80. That's how much faith I have in my God, okay? I feel you have to realize that God wants the best for you. So if you want to go and accept some bullshit, sis, you really, at some point, you literally can't blame nobody but for that but yourself. All right? Literally. You can't blame nobody, sis. So, yeah, let me go ahead and set my face. Ooh. All right, bronzer. All right. So, the last thing that I wanted to talk about is healing. So, healing after a breakup. So, and I wanted to talk about this because I love that you all like I read the comments more now, and I'm glad that I do because I feel like it just allows me to like see that I'm not alone. It also allows me to connect with you guys on a deeper level, and it also allows you guys to see who I really am, and just it allows me to feel free with being like vulnerable and genuine with you guys. So I really love that, and I respect that, and I just love you guys for that, because being genuine it's hard. It's hard. Hold on, y'all, because I'm trying to put this on my skin. I need to find a really good orange blush. One of my friends, her name is Bree. The way she does, I love how she does her makeup. I'm gonna have to text her and ask her, but she has this pretty orange blush that she wears, and it's just so pretty. Like, I love me a pink blush. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm a pink girl, but a pretty orange blush it just does what it needs to do. And I've been just using an orange eyeshadow to get the look. But if you guys can recommend an orange blush, let me know. I have an orange blush, but it's in a palette. And I don't really like to use that palette because it's not something I can like recommend. Even this eyeshadow, like if I go on it's from Makeup Geek, and I'm pretty sure, yeah. So I always like to do 2 blushes. Like, whatever blush I have, I like to do a darker one and then a lighter one, like kind of in the center of my face. It just always just does what it needs to do. I just love the look. Yeah, I just love it. I just really go under the eyes with it. And don't worry, because I'm going to set under my eyes again to make it like brighter. But you will see, like, when it's all said and done, how it just flows, you know? Okay. So the last topic that I wanted to talk about while we finish up the makeup is healing. So you guys know that I just got out of, well, it's not just anymore, but you guys know that I was like recently married, and I've been doing good. I have my days, and I also want to be honest about that. Like, when it comes to healing and breaking up, I know some people like, Yanni, why are you still talking about it? Or why are you still posting stuff? Like, y'all, somebody literally sent me a DM and was like, girl, why you keep posting about narcissists? It makes it seem like you're not over it. Maybe I'm not. Like, I don't understand why, like, people have this perception that healing is like a one-stop shop. Like, when you break up with somebody, you need to get over it fast. Like, you got to get over it. Don't show nobody that you're still worried about it. Like, y'all, I just want y'all to know, as the Rosettes, as a part of people that support me, please, 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 do not ever expect me to be a robot. It will never happen, because it is plenty people on the internet that put up this front and this facade that they're chalant, that they're unbothered, that they don't care. And meanwhile, they be the ones like worrying about it way more. They'll be the ones like really stressed and depressed. So please allow, and honestly, a lot of the times that I even see stuff like that, or a lot of the times that I post stuff like that, it's not always about me. sometimes I literally post stuff because I want to help other women. Like, y'all don't know, like, if I ever sat up here and made a whole video about all the little shit I went through in my past relationship, like, y'all will understand why I post so much about narcissists and why I post so much about certain relationships. Because while I was going through that stuff, I had no clue. I literally had no clue of what was going on, what I was exposing myself, the trauma that I was exposing myself to, the amount of time I can't get back, even parts of myself that I will never get back. So I like to post things to let people know. Y'all don't understand how many messages and DMs I have gotten where my posts have made women like realize what was going on, what they were going through. And I have helped so many women like realize what they were going through. I have talked women through like making the decision to leave their relationship and to choose themselves. So at the end of the day, that's always my main priority when it comes to posting stuff. It's not something that you just like choose to do and that's just that. Like, you want to make sure that you are like allowing yourself to heal. And real healing isn't the decision to just be nonchalant and get over it and act like you don't care. Like, that's not healing. That is literally the opposite of healing. Like, when you have to, and that was the thing that I was saying about moving back home. I've been running away from home for so long because it's certain things like I just didn't want to deal with, like childhood trauma, certain things I just never wanted to really talk about or whatever. And I was just always kind of running from home. But with that being said, that's where I'm like, no, I feel like I'm at the point in my life where I want to go home and deal with those, deal with whatever trauma I have to make sure that I'm actually healing from it. Sometimes when you just run away from stuff, when you just go block people, when you just don't have a conversation about stuff and you just like run away from a situation, that is in no form helping you heal. And I don't know where people got that idea from, but it's a little weird to me because I don't know. I don't know why people do that. I don't know why. Like, I feel like especially in the Black community, it's something that people have been almost trained to do. It's something that people have been almost conditioned to do. Like, oh, just get over it or just move on. Like, don't talk about it like that. Y'all, if that helps y'all sleep at night, by all means, do your thing. But typically that only makes matters worse because it's something that you're always going to be thinking about. It's something that typically is going to eat you up and you're always going to think about it. So it's just like, why not just deal with the situation, actually heal from it, and allow yourself time to heal from it. And then also, I've learned lately that you cannot do all your healing by yourself. This is a major thing that I have recently learned that I talked to my friend about. You cannot, you just cannot do all your healing on your own. It's going to take friends, family, even if you get into a new relationship, it's going to take people in your life to help you heal in certain areas that make you feel comfortable, that give you hope, and that allow you to express yourself in a way that is comforting and that allows you to really have that release. I feel like sometimes society kind of beats us up about like, focus on yourself, do what you need to do, focus on your own healing. Nobody's supposed to help you, help yourself, to the point that they literally, for me, in my experience, I feel like I've heard that so much from people that like, I don't even know how to go to people anymore. Like, I'm so like I was even talking to somebody earlier about how like I've isolated myself so much, and I only honestly I really only go to God. And sometimes like my best friend Deanna, like sometimes I talk to her, but it's just like, other than that, I've isolated myself so much that it's hard for me to truly be vulnerable with people again. Because I feel like when it was such... Ooh. I overloud my lips too much. Yeah, so it's to the point where, like, I genuinely, like, I be lonely. Y'all, I be really feeling lonely. And it's to the point, like, I don't even know how to, like, accept or, like, feel loved, because I just gotten to the point where I'm so used to just loving myself and being there for myself. And don't get me wrong, it's a good thing, but not all, too much of a good thing can be a bad thing. So, hold on. So yeah, I try to, like, slowly but surely, the more I heal and the more I just kind of understand what it is I, like, truly need from others, I think is very important, because I feel like I've been around people that were so selfish to where they felt like you should never need anything from them, which I think is weird, because what is the, like, literally... what is the point of, like, a friendship or a relationship if you're not there to help that person elevate, help that person heal, help that person just become a better person, you know? That's how I want my relationships to be. And I feel like a part of healing is being honest and being true about what you want in your life and just not accepting anything else. Like, some people like to beat people up about, oh, well, maybe this person, like, can't be who you need them to be. Okay, well, bye. I just feel like we as people tend to make life way more difficult than it is. I had to even understand that the reason that I was depressed and just in a negative place for so long, in a dark place for so long, and I was so lonely and just... I had so much anxiety and so much fear and it's because I was literally trying to, like, get people to meet me where I was at. I was trying to get people to be like me. I was trying to have people reciprocate what I was giving to them in the relationship or the friendship, and I was never getting it. So it was just like fucking, like, it was driving me crazy. So the minute that I was like, well, instead of instead of making your life difficult by trying to deal with people that aren't compatible with you, that don't have the same mindset as you, that aren't on the same frequency as you, that don't have the same morals and values as you, go find somebody and find people that do. Your life will be so much easier. Like, it. And don't get me wrong, I had to really understand that about myself. Why am I sitting over here stressed and depressed about somebody that they don't have the same definition of friendship, or they aren't willing to do things that I've done for them, for me, or like we always bicker, or they never understand my thought process because they just don't have the same mindset, or they just haven't been through certain things to where I'm always they lesson. No, y'all, I just got to the point where I'm like, no, I don't want to keep doing that, because I noticed that I got in a cycle of attracting people that we both needed each other, but I was the only one providing what it was they needed, and they wasn't providing what I needed. So for example, I can come in somebody's life and they need healing, or they need someone that's going to be honest with them, or they need someone that is going to help them view themselves or whatever, or they need someone that's loyal, they need someone that's going to have their back, they need someone that they can depend on. They never had that, so God sent me over to their life, right? But then God, at the end of the day, God, you're going to connect with people for a reason, and you have to realize that if you connect with someone and they aren't in the mental space, in the spiritual space to understand what their purpose is for you, girl, I just cannot. I cannot. I cannot and I will not, okay? Because every time you meet somebody, there is a purpose for you to teach them, a lesson for you to teach them, and there's a lesson for them to teach you. If it's just always one-sided and that person is so selfish that you don't get the lesson from the relationship, but they do, that's when we have ourselves a problem. So yeah, let me go ahead and finish up, wash my hands, and we'll close out the video. Alrighty, Rosettes, so here is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give this video a big thumbs up. Comment down below what topics you want me to talk about next, because I want to start like doing more girl talk videos, because I know y'all always ask me about stuff in the comments, but sometimes I forget and I never really get around to like either addressing it or whatever. But if you have any questions or any topics or any situations you want me to speak on, let me know for our next girl chat video. If you want to see more videos like this, go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below. Make sure you turn your notifications on so I can see who has their notifications on. A lot of y'all have y'all notifications on, but y'all don't have y'all notifications on all. So make sure you turn your notifications off, turn them back on, and make sure you put in all so you always get notified every time I upload a new video. Sometimes y'all don't have it on all, so y'all get notifications sometimes of my videos and not every single one that I upload. So make sure to check that, sis, and I will see you guys in my next one. Thank you for tuning in. I love you guys, and I will see you in my next one.